Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I'm Reverend Tiffany White Sage Woman, and happy March 1st. Woo! Here we are into March already, March 2020. My goodness, the time is just going by so quickly already, isn't it? So welcome, everyone. Just give everyone a moment to come in and take their seat in this sacred circle this evening, and thanks for joining us. And whether you're watching live on Crowdcast or you're watching from the YouTube channel, the Goldylocks Productions YouTube, welcome everyone. And even if you're watching this in the archives, please know that the energy is just as strong whether you watch this live or the recording in the archives. And a space has been reserved for you. All right, so just give everyone, like I said, a few moments to get in, and we just welcome everyone watching on YouTube as well. So yay! All right, so it's we have an interesting topic this evening that actually started coming to me a couple of days ago. Was just fear. We're going to talk about transforming and alchemizing fear. So we'll get to that in a few moments. We'll just give everyone a chance to come in, sit in the sacred circle, and just take a few minutes, take a deep breath, couple deep breaths. Yes, you are here. You are safe in this sacred circle, and I love the interaction and with each other and in the comments. Good evening, Chris. Yes, happy Sunday. Hello, Sarah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, how's everyone been feeling this last week? I think we're taking it like day to day, week to week. Hello, Robin, dear. How are you feeling? And Sarah, very, very tired. You know and that's the thing is that I love you all, and it's and people that I usually keep in touch with a lot better than lately, and because it's just like sometimes it seems like it's a struggle just to get through the day lately. And so it's please know that I'm not ignoring anyone. I love you all. It's just if you feel like you need to take time, take some time. Okay, so Robin's okay. Hi, Amy. Welcome, Amy. And you got to be gentle with ourselves and take that time. And just to, even just to sit there and think about nothing and do. You may think you're doing nothing, but let me tell you what's happening within your body, with your body and light bodies becoming more aligned together. And that's happening through those dormant strands of DNA being activated. All right, and then all the uploads and downloads that we've been getting from the full moon to the new moon to the full moon. Oh, we're in a waxing phase again. So just very, very powerful energies. And hello, Teresa. Hello. Yes, blessings to all. All right. Yes. So just I wonder if like Saturday yesterday was just, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit down and not do a darn thing. And we have to slow down that mind of, no, that's not acceptable. Where does that come from? This is the first part of really working on helping to work on that programming. Where do those thoughts come from? Where did we learn that if we're not doing something, if we're not active, if we're not up really early at the crack of dawn, if we're not up early and run till nighttime and crash into bed, we're not doing anything. And where does that come from? No. Does that follow you? How you really want to, what you want to do? Or are we just following rules set by society? I know many of you are rule breakers and just, let's get off this craziness, this carousel, as we are ascending. And that's good. Our own pace. Go your own pace. That's the important thing. And so it's we don't You don't have to anymore. Things have changed so much with what we want, really following our heart instead of what we were programmed to follow, we were programmed to do, right? So, oops, sorry about that. I guess the energies are really high. I blipped once. Okay. All right. So, all right. I've noticed I've been watching a lot of people that are live too, live streams lately, and this is a very powerful Mercury retrograde, and nothing against Mercury retrograde, love you, but this is a really powerful one. It's satellites get misaligned, little communication here and there, little bleeps, and that's okay. We're working through it. We really are. All right, so towards the end, or maybe halfway, but the second half of the show, I want you to know we're going to do some really powerful work here. I like to call it a visualization instead of meditation, but we're going to do a really powerful visualization. So I want you to get a crystal, okay, about this size, or this size is fine. Nothing smaller, no tiny little gemstone, okay, and bigger, as long as you can hold it. I need you to pick a crystal that we're going to program. And you can do this with all your crystals. Now, this is something that you're going to have homework later, is that you can do this with each crystal. If you don't have a tuning fork, then I at least grab some crystals that you want to tune right now. And we're going to pass that on to the crystals that you hold. And then if you re-listen to this and we do the same thing, you can hold different crystals. So that's how you can get around not having a tuning fork. Okay. All right. So let me read some comments here. So just make sure you have a crystal ready for, we're going to do some more work here. All right. Oh, Robin, let me read. I just got a book from Amazon. The mystery is, I do not know who sent it. It is called The Book of Mysteries by Jonathan Cain. Have you heard of it? Yes, I have heard of that book. It's interesting that you say that. I've heard of it. I'm not sure if I've read it. It's not something that I remember, but it's something that you need to read. And I love how that when you don't know who it comes from. That used to happen to me. I would receive books I didn't order, and just know it's a gift from your guides, from your angels, from your angelic committee, that you need to read this book. And here's a key too about things like that. Because I used to feel bad if I didn't sit down and read the whole book, front to back, right? Sometimes we are drawn to books. And when my sons are smaller, we would always go to the bookstores, love the bookstores. Take them in there, libraries, bookstores, and I'd be drawn to a book. You go and you just read a line or a paragraph, and that's all you need from that book. So don't feel bad if you don't read every book in your library cover to cover, because sometimes they come to you and you're only supposed to read maybe a chapter, a paragraph, a couple of sentences, but you will know when you read it because you're like, oh, I needed to hear this. This is perfect. And that's how they get messages to you, whether it's validation or just something that you need to hear, to read, and to experience. Okay. I have tuning forks. What key do you use? I have a full octave. Full octave is fine. We're going to be working with the heart frequencies tonight, the 432 frequency, the 432 hertz. Okay. So, yeah. So that's what we're going to do, Chris. Okay. So you can help me. Anyone that has a tuning fork, and if it's not at the 432, the 432 frequency, if it's even lower, we can raise it. So the more of us that have tuning forks, we can help this circle, and those that watch even in the archives, we can help everyone in just sending this out, okay? So what we're going to do later is very powerful. We are going to alchemize fear is what we're going to do. But so there's been a lot of things coming up. And that's just the way that we're feeling. we are getting really, really intense in this ascension process. Each step, each time we ascend a little higher, we feel a little weirder. We feel a little disconnected. We feel a little off. And we even feel a little bit more sensitive. How many of you have noticed that you just absolutely have zero tolerance for BS, and or for people that just don't even want to ascend? And we don't judge. The thing is that we sit there, we go, why aren't you ascend? No, why don't you want to ascend? That's what it is. Let's get to the root of it. Why don't you want to ascend? Are you crazy? But we have to stop that. Circle it with love, put it in a little heart, and go, everyone's experiencing at their own pace. And just send those people love from a distance. But we certainly don't want them in our inner circle right now. We are getting very, very picky, fine-tuning, as we have been purging physical things we don't need from our homes. We're also purging situations and people from our lives that we just no longer want to deal with or tolerate anymore, because we're serious about our ascension process. And so don't let that even cause fear. Like, oh my gosh, what about those that I love? What if they don't ascend? If they're your family living under the same roof with you, and you are the shaman, the keeper of the energies, so to speak, or the one that's maintaining the energies within the home, everything that's in your vibration, that's in your sacred space, is going to rise, is going to be with, or they'll just leave. All right. So there you go. You will know. Don't worry about that. This is the times where you just have to really transform and alchemize fear, because here we are. Why? Because we're coming to what I call the grand finale of 3D, of the third dimension. The third dimension is just going to get uglier and nastier until it implodes, until it's been alchemized and transformed. All right, so that all that's left on this earth plane is 5-dimensional and higher energies. All right, so I call this like the grand finale and the fireworks, right, where they just give them everything you got. This is what we're seeing. People are losing, the ones that think they're in control, their power is slipping, and they feel it. And so that makes them even more aggressive, and come on. So things are going to get weirder. Things are going to get crazier. We know this. We've been told this. Here it is. It has arrived. All right. Hello, Julia. Chris, that's already, I read that. I missed Julia, though. Hello, Julia. Let's see. Wendy, I have a 432 tuning fork. I just posted yesterday about Eckhart Tolle, about people who are asleep and how to manage. So, about people who are asleep. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Gotcha. Very good, Wendy. Yes. That's wonderful. If you could put a link to that, if you could, and share that with us, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate that, Wendy. If you could find a link about that and put that in the comments for us, that would be really, really helpful. I'm sure we could find it as well. But any information like now might help people, might just be helpful. And know that you have your sacred circle too, right? Each one of us that you could message and reach out to, and just, hey, So, all right. My sister and I, one of my little sisters, I say one of my little sisters, and I have a huge family. We're all blended. We joke saying it's a melting pot family. Biologically, just one brother. One brother. Another brother, we have the same dad. But other than that, the other kids are from marriages brought in, okay? My other siblings. And that's okay. It's fine. So we know that the bonds are much higher and deeper than blood, so to speak, right? And especially when we understand that um, divinely people are brought into our lives. We find our soul families. So, anyway, my little sister and I were having a conversation, my little sisters, because today is the anniversary of I don't like to say stepmom, stepdad, anything, but my biological dad's fourth and final wife. I know. Um, he married a beautiful woman. She has just such a beautiful soul. And when they got married March 1st, 1991, 29 years ago, she brought in, at the time, my little sister, gosh, I think she was in her teens at that time. So anyway, so when I say and my biological dad crossed over in 2008. So I always, and usually when people cross over, when they bring in relations, sometimes you just stop having relations with those relations, right? But no, we've maintained and very close with. I don't call her my stepmom. I call her mama. So and my little sister. So there we go. I keep in touch with them. And so then today's the anniversary, and I sent them both happy anniversary because it was, we all were brought together. So it's an anniversary of our families being blended, our family expanding. All right. So here's the thing we've been working through. My little sister now is going through issues that I had to resolve of abandonment. And all of us, we have experienced abandonment in one way, shape, or form. So we had talked about things and just, how I felt abandoned when my biological father left. And she felt abandoned too, of course. Her biological dad had left. And then it was just her and her mom. And then they met, or her mom met my dad, my biological dad, and they got married. Okay. But how she even felt abandoned in that marriage. And I could understand that because it was my mom and little brother for a long time until she got remarried. And you kind of feel when you get used to that element of, now they're getting married. Okay. The thing, though, is we all go through in different situations some sort of abandonment. But we turn this around and look at what a gift. Remember, with each thing that you think, it changes, and there's always something new in beginning. And so I told her to look at how beautiful it is that, sure, my biological mom and dad didn't stay together, but the people that they brought into the expanded family are very beautiful people that have helped and have enhanced our lives. And so when we look at it that way, we weren't abandoned by anyone. It was, we gained so much more from that. And I want you to look at that beautiful silver lining, so to speak, in the cloud. Just look for that. All right. Chris, okay, I found my forks. I have okay, great. 496, 128, 512, 480, 400, okay. All those, So let me know which one you want me to use with the complement. I don't even know. I don't think this is 432. I'll show you. I'm going to use my Ankh here as a tuning fork right here. So what's closer to 432? 320? Yeah, just use something and we can put that 432 frequency in there. And also, too, while I am talking, before we get into it, if you would like, if you have access to it without being distracting, if you want to do this now, or if you want to watch a replay and do it, there's plenty of videos on YouTube where you can just type in 432 hertz frequencies, and you can listen to that when we go through and do our visualization. Okay. If you want to do that. If not, that's fine too. I don't want to play it in the background here because the sound will not sound very good with the sound and with me talking. And I sat in a really deep, earlier this afternoon, I sat in another sacred circle and we did work like this too. And so and they had music playing in the background, and it really was kind of just disruptive with the audio. So if you want to have it in the background, you could do that too if you don't have a tuning fork. Just play something on your mobile device as long as it's not interfering with this show and you can still hear me. But put it in the background, maybe soft. And this is something that you can do all this week. Really, really work on this. Listen to those videos or listen to the 432 hertz frequencies, which is the heart hertz, okay? So anyway, let me read another comment. Oh, thank you, Wendy, for that link of what you were talking about earlier. Julia, when my stepdad passed, I saw his obituary, and he had remarried, and they had listed a daughter. Right. Now, that can sting. And even though you don't know them, all right, and then you're trying to, well, where's the silver lining? Because I don't know who he remarried. And the daughter, that's a sister you don't know. But it's someone that you can connect with. And you've learned so much just from him, I don't say stepping aside, but even this is your stepdad. Yeah. So there's lessons to learn. Everyone comes into our lives and crosses our paths for a reason, right? And it's not always the same. It's not going to be the same because we're all different and we're all unique, right? Okay. So, so they're talking about that whole thing of just transforming the fear. It means just the shifting of the mind. If you feel a fearful thought come up, you know what? Visualize is very powerful. This thought, catch it like, you're catching it. But whatever you need to do, like you're catching that thought and go, no, no, no. Draw a circle, put it in an orb or a bubble, a golden light, right? Seal it, all right, and then give it to the fire dragons to transform, all right? Or you can just take that thought. It's fun imagery, Wonder Woman with her lasso, and just, encase that thought. But the thing about Wonder Woman's lasso is that it's the truth. Now I'm going to make this negative thought, I'm going to, whatever I just had, this fearful thought, and I'm going to transform it to the truth. I'm going to add some light to it and transform this. So it's just fun little visualization techniques to help you pay attention. Because when we pay attention to these thoughts, we can change them. All right? We can transform them. We can alchemize them. All right? Smoky citrine, yeah, that's great. Wendy, it's good for all. What we're going to do is good for really all your crystals and gemstones, but anything crystalline you want to program, and it can just take off and just program everything else. All the other crystals, you put them together, their energy, again, everything's connected. All right. Julia, thank you. I've had some fearful anxiety thoughts come up today. Yes, because exactly. This is happening globally. The fear factor. So I'm saying grand finale of those fear fireworks are going off. What do we have going on in the headlines right now? Okay? What do we have going on globally that needs our attention? Anyone? Oh, come on. We all know this, right? All right. So there's a huge lower vibration that's going on through fear that affects many souls around the world. And so what this visualization is going to do is to teach you how to alchemize the fear. But we're going to use the love of talked about the cosmic heart. Connect with the cosmic heart. All right, that divine cosmic heart of Venus. And we're going to be calling in some archangels too. Shamamiel, Christiel, the Universal Angel Mary, Commander Ishtar, he's from Venus, the dragons and the unicorns. Okay. And so, like I said, we'll talk a little bit more as we get closer to this frequency, the powerful frequency. Love has an audible sonic vibration of 432 hertz, which has the power to negate and dissolve lower vibrations. All right, and that's what we're going to be doing and working with our crystals in a little bit. Okay, and just going to chit chat for a few more minutes, and then yeah, we'll do some sharing, do some more, just going with the flow here. Ooh, let's see. I think I have programmed some before, Wendy. Yeah, very good. Right, the corona. Yeah. Sickness, Al is obsessed, it's driving me crazy. Right. So here's the thing. There's not too much you don't know about the coronavirus. There's doctors, holistic doctors. There's doctors that's stepping up and going, it's a cold. It's a cold. We're going to go more into what it really is here in just a moment. All right. Best thing you can do is make sure you have a healthy immune system. Take more vitamin C. You cannot overdose on vitamin C. Your body will purge it. You will pee it out of your body. All right. Wash your hands. Do everything you would do, when you're around people that are sick. For goodness sakes, don't go to China anytime soon. Don't even travel, because you're going to get onto an airplane with all these people that are infected, that may be infected. Let me retract that. Okay. So, Chris, in case anyone is interested, 432 is the A key above middle C on a piano keyboard. I just found it on the website. That's wonderful information. Thank you, Chris. So I'm going to repeat that. 432 is the A key above middle C on a piano keyboard. So it's the angel key. The A key. I know. So when I say angels, aliens. Hey, I'm sorry. All right. So yes, thank you, Chris. That's beautiful. Angel key. Yeah, angel key. Songs in the key of light. Yes, there you go, Julia. Love that. Absolutely. So what we're all going to be doing the rest of this week is making sure we're really listening to these frequencies. And I know there's some people who are like, oh, you put these headphones on. I want you to be very careful for any Wi-Fi things. I know they're all the rave, this wireless earbud stuff, all this. You know what? Be very careful. It can just make us work harder. We don't want anything that's going to interfere with any of our frequencies and connections. All right, everything wired. Just remember this rule of thumb. Wires are great. Just stay wired. Stay wired. All right. I like to turn the speakers up and turn it up in the house so that your plants hear it. Your crystals hear it. Your whole sacred space hears it and feels it. Yeah. See, you know what? Us, the kids that grew up in the 70s and the 80s, we liked our music loud. We no headphones. We turned the stuff up. We cranked it out. Everyone is going to experience it. This is what you need to do with these frequencies. Because as you're sharing your sacred space, push it out. All right? Let's see, Wendy, when I do wireless, my ears get hot. Absolutely they do. They feel it. Yep. It's the same thing like when you put your cell phone against your body, that body part's going to get hot, right? So it's that thing, is just be very careful. And here we're listening to all of this spiritual, metaphysical music to help us but it hurts some of how we're listening to it. So just be careful. Okay. Robin, I still like it loud. I know, me too. Yes, Robin. Me too. But I like it too because I heard the plants, I could feel the plants getting in vibration with it. And it's something that when I homeschooled my sons, they would listen to we would have classical music on in the background because it really helped their brain activity. I noticed then that the houseplants, their vibration was like their frequency, their vibration was dancing with that music. And it was like, sound is so powerful. We are sound. We are this note, this frequency, and this universal song of creation. And it's just so beautiful. Yay. Amy, I'm still using my wireless headphones, but not as often. Yeah, just pay attention. Just limit it. Yeah, these things, unfortunately, these tools cost a lot of money, right? But just start backing off. Just limit your time and just be careful, and be very careful. Hopefully don't expose our children to it, because their brains are still growing and still developing, and it's the worst thing. You want them to have anything like that against their ears and their head. All right. Enough about that. I did not mean to go off on that. They just wanted me to share that. Okay, moving on. Let me take a sip here. So let's talk about here things you're probably not going to hear about on TV, in the news, because it's all fear propaganda. It's all fear-based. Fear. Because they can control you if it's fear-based, right? They think they can. Now, we're going to look at this from the bird's eye view. We're going to look at this from what the angels and the light beings and all those who are helping us, this is their take. This is what they say about what's happening right now. They said it's just like, my phrase of the grand finale with fireworks is what it reminds me of. But this is what things are increasing and intensifying. All right. So it originated in, we all know this, it originated in China. All right. And so it's originated from China and from animals. China is very abusive and rude. Rude doesn't even touch it. Is very abusive and unkind to animals. Animal kingdom are living beings on this earth plane. All right. Human beings, man is not dominant. We think, right? Or just that male ego, that driven. We dominate this earth plane. No, we don't. No, we don't. All right? It's not all about us. There are other living beings that we share this earth with, and including Mother Earth and Lady Gaia. All right? And if she had the same attitude about us that we did about her, we wouldn't be here. That's all there is to it. That's all I'm going to say about that. This is their karma. This is what's happening because they disrespect animals, the animal kingdom. They have to clean that up, and they will. How do we clean it up? By sending the frequencies of love. And love is not an emotion. We think of relationships. Oh, I love you. 6 months later, I hate you. It's the same. Really, we just really shouldn't put it emotion-wise. It isn't. Love is who we are. Love is a frequency, all right, which is a very high vibrational frequency. And it's very powerful. You say love is the most powerful vibration that there is. Absolutely. It is true. All right. Because it's not something 3D. Love is not third dimensional. It is very, very high. It's part of our creation. All right. So we have to remember this and stay tuned to that and to our divine blueprint, so to speak. All right. Because we're realigning again with our divine blueprint. So that's where it's coming from. Just don't travel. for right now. Just, it's not like, oh my gosh, forever and ever and ever. Just be very careful. Pump up your immune system. Those with a healthy immune system is not even going to feel this. And it's interesting. I know they can't because there's certain laws. They can't discuss, someone that died. Well, I would like to know their age. How much medication were they on? What was their health like? If they have a weak immune system, hello, of course they're going to be affected even by the common cold. They're going to be affected by this. This is why a lot of unfortunately elderly, if their immune system, they just lung infection can take them out, right? And so it can take them out. It can make them cross over. But you get what I'm saying. It's very important for us. Oops, there we go. Another little energy burst. Okay, I'm back. Yay! All right. So we're talking about some powerful stuff then, right? Whoo! We're getting into it all. Everything is happening to put us into a more healthier mindset, quite honestly, too. All right. The frustrations with watch the price gouging, watch Big Pharma at its best, man. They don't give a crap about you. They're going to try to sell more stuff on top of everything else. And I'm sure they're scrambling, trying to find a vaccination for this. Oh my gosh. Woo! No, thank you. No, thank you. Don't want part of that monkey brain stuff. Just no, thank you. Take responsibility back for your health. Actually, take responsibility, and you are mind, body, and soul. We don't need a middle man or woman, whether, to have a conversation with God. You don't have to, so this is, we got to be very, very careful. What it is also doing, and this is where it seems like it's really getting crazy, because this is a very powerful Mercury retrograde, which affects communication. But we do have other countries communicating with each other right now because of this global epidemic that's going on. People are trying to reach out. They're trying to communicate with each other. They're trying to come with a global solution. Right? Let me read some of these comments. Let me catch up here. Let me come. Let's see. Chris, I have to use a Bluetooth headset at work. I find myself taking it off to give myself a break several times a day now. I can't leave it on for 8 hours. That's, yeah. Okay. I'm sure that, but I think right now that will change, Chris. Things will, as people understand the technology a little bit more. I think that's cruel for employers to even demand that you use a Bluetooth. If you can, hey, I would rather have this. Anyway, I don't want to get you into trouble, so I'm not going to say anything. All right, aloe vera juice helps to boost your immune system too. Oh, it does. Aloe vera juice. Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is also very good. You can mix chlorophyll and aloe vera together, and it's also very good. Now, I use I don't really talk about what I use because everything is different for everybody, but I've been using Nature Sunshine products, and you can find this on my website, whitesagewoman.com. Nature Sunshine products, I've been using them for over 8 years, and CTFO for CBD products. It's all in what you want to take. But what I've been very dedicated with, I've been taking a pea protein shake and I put more stuff in it every morning for the last 12 years. And it gets me through morning time to mid-afternoon time. Wow. All right. Now I'm pumping it full. I'm putting fruit in there too, and just beet powder, some collagen. I mean, I put some stuff in this, but the products I use, there's aloe vera juice, and then there is some chlorophyll. I use those two. The juices you can add in with your shakes, or just drink it. And now just make sure that it's if aloe vera juice is too sweet, it's not real aloe vera. This is something just as I had learned in one of the classes, Nature Sunshine Tuesday Educate. That's what I also love, is they put the power back to you. Lots of herbal supplements, herbs, that teach you all sorts of things if you have that time. But aloe vera is supposed to taste, just know that. Keep that. Yeah, it's supposed to be very bitter. So I know that Canada that has a little bit, the U.S. is getting there, stricter rules on things like that. So just keep that in mind. Aloe vera is supposed to taste bitter. If it's sweet, it's probably not a good brand, and I'd be very cautious with it. Okay, and it does help to boost your immune system. Absolutely, it does. Okay. Oh yeah, Rob. I just read Rob. Make sure it's good quality juice. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I use a little bit of cranberry. Cranberry is great too. Oh yeah, very good. Yes, very good. See, and so we can give each other tips like this all the time. And what's great is that notice how now the stores and the markets, and we have spoken by the power of how we spend our money. All right, more natural, more organic. They're trying to keep up because we really have spoken that we do want things that are more healthy for us. We want that. And so now it is getting easier to find. Very easy. Around here, the local grocery stores sells natural, things. Before it was like you have to go to a natural food store to get these organic products. And now every grocery store around here, every market has these available. So that's great. Look at the achievements we have made there. So now let's apply this. And this is going to help us to change what's happening now. A better health plan for all of us, to motivate people to be healthier, to think about and take our health so much more serious, right? It gets other people communicating, other countries communicating with each other. And it's but don't really look for anything, I would say, positive until after this retrograde, probably like mid-March to the end of March. There'll be like some light finally shined in all this dark fear-based news that's going on. Okay. But we're going to apply more light as much as possible right here, right now. And we know that. And don't let fear. Fear and love can't survive at this, or can't reside in the same space at the same time. So what do you choose? You choose fear or you choose love? It's not being, you're too fluffy, or you're too, arrogant, not really arrogant. You're just in denial about everything that's going on. Oh no, completely aware of what's going on. We are aware of what's going on. And we're also not going to let the conductor of this whole thing, Mr. Fear, try to take over our lives or dictate how we feel and what we do. All right. Looking at the time, time's going by so fast. I want to try to share. A lot of you may know this. I haven't ever shared a screen before. Let me see if I can't share a picture. So hold on just a moment and let me see if I can do that. Share a screen. Window. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, let me see if I can share. I want to share right here. It's for those that maybe do not know. You can take a screenshot of it. I think I did share it, but I can't remember where on social media. The meditation frequencies. Let me see if this shows up and if you can still hear me. So, yeah. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Meditation frequencies. I see it and hear you. Great, awesome. That was my next question, Julia. Thank you, girl. You're on it. So Julia is my secretary. No, she's not my secretary. I don't want to say secretary because it's so much better than that. She's my assistant, my live show assistant. Thank you, Julia. All right, so we see here the frequencies. 174 hertz removes pain. they call these, and I always butcher this, the Safaggio tones, or anyway, again, you can, they're meditation frequencies is what they are. I would recommend you listen. I have some recordings where it goes through starting at 174 all the way up to 963 within your day. If I'm always at the computer, so I set it, turn it on, and let it loop. Again, I turn it up so that all of us can hear. My dogs, the plants, everyone, and it just sets that sacred space. So we go from removes pain, 285 hertz, influences energy field, 396 liberates you of fear and guilt. 396. Yeah, but let's go deeper. 417 facilitates change. 432, the miracle tone of nature. This is the cosmic heart tone too. It's interesting. Miracle tone of nature, because we all are connected. We all are one. What's happening right now is with the animal kingdom, right? How do we're going to raise the vibration of fear by sending love and light to the animal kingdom and to every living being. Aha. 528 repairs DNA. 639 heals relationships. 741 awakens intuition. 852 attracts soul tribe. And 963 connects with light and spirit. So that's why I love to just go through all of these. And sometimes if you need that really quick pick me up, choose the frequency that you need. And just, I need to concentrate on this right now. And then do that. Okay? Now, how does that feel? Grab your crystals now. We're going to really get into this. So what we're going to do is we're going to call in all the archangels, the beings of light, Council of Light, everyone who is helping us right now. Sure, for those who you want to know names, I'm going to type this in. It's Archangel. Thalia, Archangel. See, I'm bad with names, so that's why I don't like to use names. But this is the Archangel of Animals. Okay, she right there is the Archangel of Animals, and it feels very feminine energies. But remember that the angels are both, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so it's the Archangel of Animals. If you want to go by the name, you can feel that vibration of the name if you want to. Really, all we need to do, and especially right now, especially with everything that's going on, we can call just on archangels, and they know what their role are, or what their role is. They all know when to step in and to help. Okay, all we need to do is just call upon them. It doesn't matter if we call them by name. How about just by the frequency of love? They respond to that no immediately. Time saver than making sure, because we get into our brains of, am I pronouncing this right? What if I'm not saying it right? If I don't pronounce it right, is that not the right frequency? Is that not bringing them in? And blah, 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 before you know, we're talking so much that we're way off what we wanted to do of just calling in the archangel. All right, Sarah, I love that you shared that, because I saved the picture you posted the other day of those frequencies. Oh, good. Wonderful. Yay. I did that too, Sarah. Okay, good. I couldn't remember. I knew I showed it somewhere, but I couldn't remember where. I've been buying tuning forks, and I wanted a list like this to continue. Yay! There you go. Wonderful. Yay. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I want you to get comfortable. Instagram. Thank you, Sarah. See, it's just like, Oh, I'm feeling so icky. And don't be concerned if you're being forgetful, because we're moving from a place of knowledge to wisdom. That was strange. From knowledge to wisdom. We are definitely moving in that place. All right. Just some light flashing. Did you see that? Did something happen on the screen? Woo! All right. Here we go. Please, angels, hold this while we do this. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is get comfortable. I want you to grab your crystal. All right. Now, those are tuning forks. You can do this. I cringed at first, but I stopped. And I thought, this is okay. I get it now. From the bottom, the base, the thickness of the crystal. This is why you don't want to do it on a soft crystal. You don't want to do it on a fragile gemstone. This is why these crystals, clear quartz, smoky quartz, amethyst, these are very strong crystals. And you're not going to bang it like a hammer. You're just going to take your tuning fork and you're going to lightly, we're going to ask first the archangels to come in. And we're going to put the intention, set the intention that we're going to attune this crystal to the 432 hertz frequency of love, connecting to the cosmic heart of Venus. And we're going to lightly, this is not only programming this crystal, but everyone sitting in sacred circles crystals as well. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, that's powerful energies here. Hold on, just take some deep breaths. Woo! You're not hurting the crystal. The crystal's fine. And now this crystal is attuned to the 432 frequency. So anytime we hold this, we're instantly right back there. Do that with each and every crystal. You can do this with all the crystals in your home. The ones that can handle it. And then even those, you can put the attuned crystals next to the other ones who maybe are too small or they're too fragile to do that with. And it will, like a selenite cleanses, it will do the same thing. It will just, it will do that. Set it next to selenite where it can interact with the selenite, and the selenite helps. It's like an amplifier in pushing out all those energies, that frequency. And higher, all right? And you can attune the same crystal to all the frequencies and to just play the frequency that's needed. But right here, right now, the very fastest I've always have, and I work with this cosmic heart energy. This is where I work in this frequency and in this space in my healing sessions and in healing and in sending out love and light in all directions. It's the 432. It's the cosmic heart connecting with that. So, Wendy, wow, I could feel my crystal vibrate. Right. You see what I mean? You feel it all through your body. It's making my hand, I'm holding my crystal and just vibrate. Woo, exactly. Now, I want to do this again for those that don't have a tuning fork. Hold your crystal. We're all connected. All right. You're going to feel this. Just hold it in your left hand. Your left hand is the receiver. You receive and you give with the right. So hold your crystal in your left hand, okay? And as it comes to you, you're going to receive it into your left hand. So as I'm doing this, I'm holding in the left, and it's going out in the right with the tuning fork to you. All right, to everyone. So here we go. Into your sacred space and to everyone else. This is to everyone. All right. Oops. Here we go. Ooh. If you have animals around you, notice your animals. What are your animals doing? The dogs love this. All right. Ooh. How's that? Makes it goofy, doesn't it? Yeah, naturally goofy. Just. Oh. Now, those around you in your household, or maybe people who are very close to you and are still riding the fear train, to help them get off the fear train or the fear subway, you can attune some of these crystals and maybe stick one in their pocket, stick one near their bed, stick one, like you're saying, if you make your sacred space vibrate in that 432 hertz frequency, everyone is going to feel it and be affected and raise up out of that fear, raise up. Everything's going to be fine. And we're going to be fine. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to hold on to our crystal. Do I do this tonight while Al is sleeping? Absolutely, Wendy. Yes. Because that's great. I was going to get to that too. We still work when we know this, when we go to sleep. So we're helping ourselves too. We're setting it up so that in our dream state, in our astral state, so to speak, we're picking up with these frequencies and we're carrying them around the world too. We're still doing more and more work. And to help those that are right on that border of awakening. Okay? So most definitely do that at nighttime. Do it when he's not home. I know that might be hard. I think you both are retired now, right? But yes, absolutely. Just set that sacred space and keep working. And now we're going to want you to hold your crystal close to your heart. And we are connecting our heart, our sacred heart centers right in the center of our chest to the cosmic heart of Venus. Beautiful 432 hertz frequency. Okay. Now, while we're in this sacred space of love, we are just simply, no other thoughts, no further explanation is needed, especially when we talk to the animal kingdom. They just want a picture, an image, very simple, very telepathic. Don't need a lot of words. We're just going to send that love. I love you. Thank you if you want to say thank you. I appreciate you. I love you and I appreciate you. To the animal kingdom, to every being on this earth plane, reaching out worldwide to all those that need it. And here's something fun too. They showed me visually. We can visualize the golden net around the earth, and we're working in that net, like networking, right? Net. Picking a square or grid and working, just sending it, and it goes where it needs to. Very powerful. You can draw 5-pointed star over the globe, visualizing the earth. 5-pointed star, we are one, we are one, we are one. You can also draw a pentagram, whether it's a pentagram, it's a 5-pointed star. Very powerful. And have that like bounce all over the world and this earth plane, and it goes where it needs to go. To seal it, teach you this part of Tibetan Reiki. Seal it with a thunderbolt, starting from the heavens, going down to the ground. It is done, it is done, it is done. which means the love is delivered. That connection is made. That connection is forever. And we're recognizing and accepting that we are all connected. And we're going to keep raising this vibration of love. Now, I'm going to show you another image if you have your eyes closed. I would like for you to still hold your crystal in your hand. Know that we are in the waxing with the moon right now. The moon is waxing and is going to be full moon, not for another week yet. And Monday the 16th. No, that's too far. The 9th, I'm sorry. Monday the 9th. So we're still in the waxing. Okay, we still got another week to go. But we're in the waxing phase of this. So I'm going to show you this image, and this is very powerful. You want to take a screenshot of this one, too. Let me pull this image up. Okay. And then we'll share this image. Okay. This is Archangel Christiel. Yeah. Archangel Christiel. Let me just validate that. Let me just make sure. Whoo-wee. Of your, yes, Christiel. Archangel Christiel of your causal chakra, the moon. So it's a moon, right? You see this moon? Okay. His Archangel Christiel looks like the moon. See that beautiful? This is the orb of Archangel Christiel. Notice on the left, the golden orange of Metatron. And on the right-hand side is Archangel, say it together, Michael. So I love this. We have Archangel Christiel, Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Michael all together. Hold this. Yes, this is actually from Diana Cooper. Wendy. This is it. This is one of her pictures. Isn't it beautiful? This one right here just instantly just takes me to a place of love. It just is beyond words. So just sit with that. Hold your crystal. Stare at this picture. As you're staring at this picture, feel your sacred heart center. It's a lotus flower. And this lotus flower is opening. All 33 chambers or 33 petals is opening up and receiving this bright white light from Archangel Christiel, the golden orange light from Archangel Metatron, and that beautiful cobalt blue from Archangel Michael. Just feel those lights shine on your opened Sacred Heart Lotus chakra. It's like being bathed in the moonlight. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Maybe you're gonna feel your hearts really pop open right now. Oh, this is beautiful. Right now, we're sending that love frequency out worldwide. All living beings. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, how do you feel? Slowly come back to where you are right here, right now. Don't close your heart, Sacred Heart chakra. Leave it just like it is. Continue to take deep breaths. My whole body is vibrating. Isn't it beautiful? Share your experiences if you would like to, please, in the comments. Oh. Whew. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, archangels. Coming through, thank you, the dragons that have come in, and angels. And angels. And the unicorns. Anytime we do this type of work, feel the archangels' frequencies. Feel the dragon's frequencies. Feel the unicorn's frequencies so that you can tell them all apart. Their vibrations, each vibration. It's how we recognize one another. Not really from our physical eyes, but we can do this just by feeling. I feel you. Ooh, yeah. All right, so healers, a lot of powerful healers sitting in this sacred circle. Continue to do this every day, all week. Let's just keep at it every day as we are waxing and ascending to this full moon. All right. So let's do this every day. Let's work with these frequencies. Let's work with the 432 frequency. You can work with all the frequencies. All right, but when you get to that 432, send that love out like a lighthouse. I've used that analogy before too. Send it out in all directions. Love is more powerful than fear. And we are taking that fear and with what we just did, this visualization, this is alchemy. We are transforming that lead, that fear, and making it gold, baby. Gold, making it into that cosmic heart energies. And just like what we saw that picture of the beautiful, the archangels, we're transforming it. That's alchemy. We're transforming fear into love, that cosmic love. All right. So I ask that you please daily keep little notes, if you can, a journal. And next week's show, I would like for you to share during the weeks everything that has been going on as we continue to spread this love out in all directions, okay? Ooh, Sarah, I can tell how since this was because I've got a headache. Sarah, go drink some water. Yeah. So we're wrapping things up now. Stay hydrated. You may have to drink a little bit more water than usual tonight, and in the next 48 hours, as you keep doing this work. Yeah, look. Woo! Tips of my ears, my cheeks. I'm all warm. Oh, yeah. So this is validation. We feel it through us, okay? Yeah, and hot cheeks. All right. The powerful sacred circle of healers and light workers and light beings. And even if you don't consider yourself a healer, you most definitely can help share the love and light in all directions. Okay? Yes. My crystal's hot too. I had to finally just put it down. It's like, all right. My loved ones. Thank you so much for sitting in this vibrating sacred circle this evening, and we will return next Sunday, the 8th, which is daylight savings time. So we'll see who didn't change their clocks next week. All right. Woohoo! Have a good week, everyone. Much love to each and every one of you. Many blessings.